seeing my partner on Sunday. He lives in Bedford, and we might see a puppy before. To see a puppy in Cambridge area, and then just like a scary movie, but not too scary, but like a piss take scary. I suggested to him, a bit like a funny, scary Halloween movie. Yeah. Huh?
We are live. So good afternoon. My name is Nomsa Clara Mbe. I'm the founder of Hope Spring Eternal Introduction Agency and the founder of Ngosi Talk Shows. So with me today, I have Claudia. Claudia, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Sure, yes. Yes, welcome everyone, wherever you are in the world. I'm Claudia Prischer, and I'm a certified theta healer, a love and a soulmate coach as well. And yes, I'm just like supporting Nomsa. I thought the topic is like a very important. She picked today, so I'm really excited as well to be here with you. Oh, we can't hear you, Nomsa. Nomsa, you aren't silent.
Okay, so our topic today is BBL, which is a Brazilian butt surgery. So plastic surgeon says they've seen the number of increase since the pandemic. Patients they have booked. There's so many people that have booked for to lift their bodies and their booties out of the pandemic. So we're going to be discussing about this, and during this topic, we are not the doctors. We're not qualified to actually give any advice regarding or basically to tell people what to do. We are just raising awareness of what this surgery can do to people, and also we're going to play the videos from actually as a proof that what is doing to our society. And they say the side plastic surgeon says one in 3,000 they die. Apparently has booty surgery. Brazilian booty surgery has a high death. And even the surgeries, the surgeon, they are basically giving advice for people not to take the procedure. And I find the topic very, very interesting, because if people who are qualified and they are giving advice for people not to take the thing, because let's play the video. Let's play the video. I don't know, what do you think, Claudia, before we play the video? What are your views when it comes to plastic surgery?
I mean, yeah. Well, obviously, I mean, I think we all have some like body parts where are we not like that satisfied, or we would love to improve it a bit more. So I'm just like one of them as well here. But I think as well over the years, to me, it's as well important to learn to accept my body and to be grateful for who I am and to have this body as well. And just like, and I can see as well that it all comes down in the end as well to self-love and to accepting yourself and the beauty. And we are all unique, and that's the cool thing about it, that we are all unique as well in our bodies and in our appearances. But sometimes as well down the line, probably someone, this is what I had in my experience, told me I'm not that beautiful, my body's not beautiful, ... because of, and then I made it something mean to me. So looking back now, I can see how this person has affected my self-esteem in regards to the body, but I'm happy that I believe in self-development and working as well with self-love and self-respect and self-worth. Yeah.
Okay, I think we've all been told that it's mostly by exes that tell you that you're not good enough
Yeah,
and
yeah.
no one will
Yes, it
ever.
was my ex. Yes.
Yes, but to tell you the truth, actually
Mm,
we are beautiful as we are,
mm,
and we
mm.
were created to actually to enjoy our bodies, but I'm not sure. We're not here to blame. We're not here. I see a lot of people when they're doing surgeries, they are following it like celebrities, like you who have done it, and I'm not sure if they are being good role model to our children. And at the same time, it's a choice. Everything we do in life is a choice. So let's just play the video and see. This girl actually she had 3 kids,
Mm.
and she actually died. Is it playing?
Not yet.
Is it playing?
Yes. Not. Yeah. Can you turn up the volume?
Huh?
If you can turn up the volume.
The volume is up.
Okay, okay.
Can you hear it?
Slightly.
Okay. How do you feel about this story?
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I would have loved to have her opinions about herself and her beliefs about what beauty would look like to her, and actually as well the reasons why it was so important for her. Because I could see a beautiful woman, yeah, I could see a beautiful woman with a lovely 2 kids, the gorgeous husband as well. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, I know she is so beautiful, and with her children as well, is so beautiful, and it's like she made a decision basically to strip her life from her family, and you know what basically struck me was she didn't read the documents were not written in English. Everything she didn't meet the surgeon before the surgery, and because the basically in the UK the price is it starts from £10,000, but in Turkey is £5,000, which is cheaper. So she met the nurse, And when she met the nurse and there was no meeting, she just went straight to the surgery. She signed the document in Turkish. She didn't know what she was signing for. And basically, we are not here to tell people what to do or how they can live their lives. We are just raising the awareness of basically, although you have a choice of what you can do, this family, their lives basically were stripped of everything because she died during the surgery. And it's not just her story. And when I actually look at it, it's like they are on Facebook. There's a Facebook group basically, and people are basically the surgeon. I did some research, and the UK surgeon and American surgeon basically who are qualified, their argument is the procedure is very dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't know, what are your thoughts about this?
Well, I've heard as well, he did explain that the fat could travel up, yeah, into the body, and this is the dangerous effect here.
Yeah.
That's the no? That's
Yeah.
the fat, yeah.
Yeah, and I watched the video. Basically, the doctor was actually showing the actual procedure, and the one who was arguing that the procedure is actually dangerous, and he was arguing that basically if somebody wants to go through the procedure, they need to go through the qualified surgeon. It has to be a proper surgeon. And also, even if you go through that proper surgery, the process is still dangerous. Basically, it was showing the fat, that they remove the fat from part of your body, and basically you could have six different things in one go, because I have to take maybe the fat under your arms or in your belly or on your belly or anywhere, basically to transfer it to your booty. But then he says, just because you are a human being, and that surgery, if it's performed in one go, that is too many things being done to one person per day. And he's saying there is no other way that it can be done, and that's why they're saying it is very, very dangerous. So I don't know, with your findings, how did you find it?
Yeah, it was very scary. And I mean, every operation is already a risk, and we have heard this as well to some extent, yeah. Like every small operation is actually a risk, and this is quite heavy. I just yeah, it was very scary and frightening to me. And it's important as well to get the message out there, because we don't hear so much about it, rather than we see all the Instagram photos and the perfect bodies, the perfect butts and everything, but this is not the reality. Yeah? So not blended as well by social media and what's going on as well in other people's lives. And obviously it has started at some point somewhere where some people in the celebrity world, I don't want to name any names here, but like
Yeah.
it's had become the ideal beauty, the new beauty thing, the butt, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like obviously, if you look back into the years in the 50s and the 60s, it has been changing always as well. The
Yeah.
beauty symbol of a woman, it's been changing along all these stages and so on, yeah? But like this has been going a bit extreme now and a bit far as well, because it's affecting your health and your life.
Yeah, I think it's actually is going too far. The beauty, how we define beauty, and I was watching Will Smith's daughter, and she was saying she nearly went for a surgeon to get a Brazilian booty, and her mom actually said no, there's another way. How you can get whatever the booty you want is by going to the gym, and it might take a long time, but it will work. And she changed her mind, and she actually started going to the gym, and actually people thought she did have surgery. So she was like, they were interviewing one of the surgeons as well, trying to find out, and the man was like letting it all out as it is, like this is the procedure. He actually brought all the equipment. This is the procedure, this is how it's done. And the girl, she's like, I don't think I can allow that to go into my body. Now I'm realizing that I've made the right decision for changing my mind, because how we define beauty, we go on social media, we see somebody, they've done their surgery. But if you look at natural, somebody who looks natural and somebody who's had a surgery, I prefer the natural beauty myself. I don't find, it's like you can see the celebrities, you see non-celebrities trying to look like celebrities. I don't find it entertaining myself. But before, my mindset, before I go into personal development, I'm not going to lie to anyone. I'll look at somebody on Instagram, Facebook, they have big boobies. I've already have big boobies. And I'll be saying one day I need to save money to actually go and have plastic surgery to increase my boobies. But when I started doing personal development, that just disappeared. I don't know what happened. I basically don't find it exciting. I think I love my body the way it is. When I look at myself in the mirror, I think there is a self-acceptance, that I accept me for who I am. So I don't know how you feel about yourself and everything, Claudia.
Well, actually, as well, if you have, I'm the same as you as well. I'm in my mid 40s, but like in the 20s and the 30s, they've been there as well. Yeah, just like you, to be a bit insecure and shy about me, about my body, and so on. So yes, I totally get it. Yeah, but now the 40s too, same background as with you. Once I started to work on myself to improve the quality in my life in all areas, and then obviously as well, you're always being drawn to self-acceptance. And this is important. It's about how to respect yourself. And actually as well, I've come along to that having a healthy body, and you like actually as well, your body is sexy. Yeah. People are drawn to you if you're healthy, if you go like to the gym and you do work out and health in overall, and this is sexy, and you stream this energy as well out if you are in your body and you feel good about it, either bigger boobs or smaller boobs, big bum or smaller bum, or you have the big bum lift and are happy about the external outcome, but inside it's just like, because everything is energy as well, right? Yeah. So you can have had the surgery and the effect outside and the result being happy with it. But if you are not in alignment with your inside and the feelings and everything, what is going on for you in your life is just not really matching as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play another video. This one. Hold on. I did something. Stop sharing. I need to stop sharing. I know why you couldn't hear the volume earlier. So I figured that out.
Cool.
I did not put share the sound earlier.
So you have to do this too. Cool.
Yeah, so now we can share the sound.
A task force was formed and a global warning was issued. ABC4's Ray Chin has the warning about the Brazilian butt lift, and we want to warn you, some of the video in the story is graphic.
We don't know how the Brazilian butt lift got its name. Perhaps surgeons say it's because Brazilian women are known for their voluptuous backside. Whatever the case, the elective surgery has risen in popularity, and so has the death rate. It's the backside some people desire. Celebrities creating the high demand. For some, lifting your rear end can be the beginning of your nightmare.
It's affected my life a lot, to the point sometimes I feel like I want to commit suicide.
This patient from Florida was at rock bottom after trying to improve her bum.
I can't believe that I actually risked my life.
We learn of the increased mortality, increased risk and complications of fat injection to the buttocks.
Dr. Renato Saltz, board-certified plastic surgeon in Utah and the president of the International Society of Aesthetic Plastic Surgery, helped form the global task force that brought the urgent warning about the downside to the butt lift surgery. The high mortality rate is roughly 1 in 3,000.
Which makes fat injection to the buttocks the highest mortality in any aesthetic procedure.
When fat is injected in large volumes, in large areas, and too
scary.
deep, it can travel to the lungs and heart.
And causing immediate death.
Dr. Saltz says fat should never be placed in the muscle, which is easy to do. This woman, who we'll call Jane, did her homework. She interviewed 3 doctors before deciding on Dr. Saltz, who will be performing a mommy makeover with a butt lift at Park City Hospital.
We are doing liposuction to her back and her flank areas. We're injecting some of that fat, a small amount of that fat, on her buttocks to accentuate the contouring.
You have to, as a patient, think about what you're doing and make good choices because it's not a game.
In between surgeries, Dr. Saltz is busy educating other plastic surgeons. He traveled to Porto Alegre, Brazil last month. We talked with him via Skype. He says he feels it's his responsibility to spread the message and help develop guidelines for safe practices.
Fat injection to the buttocks, if not done properly, can kill, and as a matter of fact has killed many patients all over the world.
Dr. Saltz says you must go to a board-certified plastic surgeon. Chaitanya, a patient from Rock Springs, Wyoming, got a fat transfer procedure and says she spent time deciding on her doctor.
If they feel like, it's less expensive or something, people take that route. Those are the people I think are paying a price.
Paying the price is what this Florida woman went through when she agreed to improve her derriere at a cheaper price. According to the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, there's been an uptick in butt lifts. Dr. Saltz says Utah ranks top 5 in plastic surgery overall. What is your message to fellow plastic surgeons and other people there attending the conference?
We're coming down to some very important guidelines to prevent this horrible tragedies. If we can save one life, it's already a great thing.
Dr. Saltz says to get to the bottom of the high death rate, they had to research, study cadavers, and simulate these surgeries to find out how fat was migrating through the blood vessels. In the newsroom, Saray Chin, ABC4 News.
Oh my goodness. How do you feel about that, Claudia?
Well, I'm so grateful and pleased that there are actually people stepping up and spreading the news about it, and even them being doctors, absolutely, and that they broadcasted it as well in the news, not just somewhere on YouTube or some social media. It's important that people have to know about this, what's going on outside, absolutely, about the risks as well, Or you're silent again.
Scary. It's so scary. I was watching other videos. Basically, some people, they actually perform the surgery at the hotel. Some surgeons who are not qualified, they charge less money, and the patient will book from this Facebook group where they will they show people up before and then after, so they will start communicating with the nurse, and then after communicating with the nurse, and then they book a hotel I have no idea why this hotel are allowing this agent do that. And they'll book a hotel, and when they book a hotel, and then you just turn up, and then the procedure is basically, the process is done there. There is no proper equipment. They've got their own equipment that they have, and they are not even a registered surgeon. You get lucky, you get lucky. If anything goes wrong, it goes wrong. It's just I think it is so nice that they actually qualified surgeons. They are actually raising awareness and speaking the truth to people.
Yeah, and just like what you just explained with the hotels, and they're not even registered. It's just like it's like so many red flags at one go. Yeah,
Yeah.
And then if you tune in into the patient who is willing to go through this surgery, it is just like I don't know, aren't they not getting as well the red flags, or what motivation as well is behind it? Because if you are, I don't know, it's just like I'm not understanding how this is not putting them off, and they just ignore it, yeah, it doesn't, it really exist, and they don't do any further research as well.
Yeah, I think it is very, very important to do some research, like the other patients that basically did loads of research, and just to actually understand basically what kind of procedure you are going through, and also meet the surgeon in person, and give them interview, talk to them, and find out about the procedure before you sign any papers, because it's your life that is on the line. It doesn't sound like a very, very simple procedure. So if anyone is watching this video maybe later, and you are thinking about going to have that surgery, we are not here to say no, you don't have to, but try to do some research, because there's always a good surgeon out there who will perform. Honestly, I watched some videos, the experiences, it's actually scary.
And the thing is as well, why so many people are doing as well, choosing these type of surgeons, is as well a money aspect. And yes, I get it. It's it's a big difference in the
It's
price
cheaper.
gap, just like a big difference actually as well. But still, like tuning in into this as well, it wouldn't feel right to me. I would still do my research, and then even if there is a price gap, I don't know. I was just like, if I would want to go for it, I was just trust and ask if just like how you can finance it as well, so that you can actually choose. Well, I would just choose the best person out there for me, yes, and agree to a price plan or something, and to pay it off over some time, rather than just skipping everything and doing it cheap, and well, you see what you get.
Yeah, I agree with you. It is if you can't afford it, to have a plan, a payment plan. I agree with you. It's good to pay £10,000 and have your life, than to pay £5,000 and not having to actually, not knowing. I'm sure there is some insurance or something. The doctors, when things go wrong, I don't know. But I think I'll prefer to actually sign up something and have some arrangements, and paying for something that I know that this person is qualified. And if anything goes wrong, and I know that I've tried my best, really, the procedure itself is very dangerous. So just it's scary. I know some people, they look at the pictures, but they don't know the journey. So you have to think about the process. That you look at the picture, somebody, they look stunning on social media, but you don't know the process, because some people, they are doing marketing. So some surgeon, maybe they say, if you bring me someone, you get maybe 10% or 20%. Or maybe they are not getting anything out of it, or they are just advertising it. But you have to understand that every journey that every person has gone through. There's been a process. So what is your process? What do you want your process to be like? You want it to be just cheap and then with problems followed by problems, or do you just want to do a proper research and then you do the procedure? I think it's nice if somebody feel that they need to do the surgery. Is nice. Yes, it's beautiful. This girl, basically her life was taken away from. She basically went there, she paid £5,000 to take her life. And there is another one as well. This one, she was copying Kim Kardashian. And there is another one as well. Apparently she wanted, because Kylie Jenner, so she was basically looking at her as her role model, and that's why she went for the surgery. And the second one, they both didn't survive. I have another video. She didn't survive either. She had kids. And there's another one that she went for the surgery before she had kids, and the procedure went really well. She paid the money that she paid. I think it was the procedure where she went to a hotel, not proper surgeon, hospital. So after going to a hotel and she did the procedure, came back to the UK, and she was young. I think she was in her 20s, and then she's had kids. She was told that because the booty, Brazilian butt is big, so she was told that in time it will just go down a little bit. So she didn't like, she loved it because she was young. But then when she got older, she had kids, and then she kept looking at the butt going down. It wasn't going down, but it was the price that she paid, realizing when she was trying to remove that silicone and whatever it was that they put it in, that it was not what is meant to be.
Yeah.
And I don't know what is your advice for anyone, because you basically work, because every choice that we do, it always comes, basically everything is what's on the inside of us. We don't feel comfortable with what's on the inside, or we've been told that we are not beautiful, or basically we are chasing something that we believe that is going to make us happy. So what is your opinion about self-love? What advice can you actually give any woman who will be listening right now about self-love? Because everything comes down, Claudia, to self-love. If I feel that my booty is not enough, that means there's some underlying issues with me.
Yeah, it's true. This is exactly as well what you said. So many issues in regards to relationships or work, or as well in regards to our body, come down to us. In the end, it comes always down to us if you really look at it. And self-love, yes, I mean, if I would be like so unhappy about my body and everything, and it means as well that at some level I don't accept myself as well. Yeah, I'm trying to be someone I am not. I'm trying to be someone else, and it wouldn't be authentic as well, So rather than going down the line and just like appreciating yourself and going to the gym. I did like the gym example as well. The squats apparently are very good as well to firm the butt as well. Bigger squats in the gym, easy, and you don't even have to go to the gym to do the squats. You can do them at home, in the park, wherever, So I did like this example, absolutely. And it always comes down to self-love and self-respect. So it would be always good to identify for yourself what's the motivation as well behind it, okay? What's your real motivation for if you would like to do so and to go ahead and to do it. And then I would do as well a bit digging in regards to self-respect, self-love, in regards to me and my body. And when you did this work and everything, and you feel good about it, and you still want to go ahead and do it, absolutely, yeah. It's your choice, and we always have a choice in life, and that's the beauty as well, yeah, that we can always choose, yeah. But the main thing is as well, do your research and choose as well the best. Yeah, just like do your research. Absolutely. That's the main thing here. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Claudia. It is very, very important to actually, to everything that you do in life, you do some research, and you also have to look at the side effects. See, if you believe that you want to go ahead with it, like when I was saying, like 10 years ago, when I look at myself in front of the mirror, I was like, one day I'm gonna, I'll look at the pictures on Facebook or social media or Instagram. I look at them and I'm like, wow, she looks beautiful. But I don't define beauty anymore the way I defined it before. And I'll be saying, oh, one day I'm gonna save money and I'm gonna go and have my boobs done or have other things done. But now I can tell you my mindset is different. I just feel that the way God created me, He created me to actually love myself, to appreciate my body, and to appreciate, to be grateful basically for who I am as a person. And if anyone tells me otherwise, I have to ask myself, basically evaluate how that person defines beauty, because what's on the inside of you is greater than what's on the outside. No makeup, it will make you happy. No fake hair will make you happy. No fake boobies will make you happy. Only you can actually define what is happiness. And I don't know whether have you listened to Alan Watts. He basically says, if you are stuck in a rut, you don't have to blame anyone. You don't have to blame God. All you got to know is you have chosen that choice to be stuck where you are. Or if you make something a decision, you have to take responsibilities because you have chosen to actually make that choice. But he says, if you can actually look at yourself and be grateful of who you are, and make a decision based on you, not what you've seen on social media. Make a decision based on what's on the inside of you and how you want to live your life and how you want to present yourself to the world. So basically what he's trying to say is you get to define how you will live your life. If you live your life telling people that I'm not beautiful, so that's how it's gonna be. And I don't know, and like sometimes I've had girls saying, you will see, and I don't know what beauty, some people define beauty anyway. For me, beauty is from what's on the inside. They'll say you'll see an ugly person, they're married a very handsome man, or an ugly man is married a beautiful woman, and they say you look at them, but you look at me, I'm beautiful, I'm skinny, I'm this, but then I haven't got anything. But then I'm like, but you haven't figured you out. That person has figured themselves out. They don't define beauty as basically how they, based on looks. Their beauty basically is on the inside. They are confident. They have, basically, they know what they want. It doesn't matter how ugly you are or how many ugly he is or a woman is. If a woman knows what they want and who they are, they're gonna find anybody. They can even find David Beckham. Basically, if they know who exactly they are. So I don't know what's your opinion on this one, Claudia.
I mean, as well, it's a shame that we don't come onto, into this life and we get a manual in regards to everything. But it's not the case, So we go, And then as well in school, it would be good as well to be, yeah. Why don't we teach people as well, yeah, especially as well the teenagers, where it's important, where it starts as well, no? With the puberty, the hormones and everything, and yeah, jealousy and comparison and so on. It's just like so important as well to bring this information to that younger generation as well of us, yeah, because back then I didn't have as well the awareness and the mindset and the way of thinking I have today, like 30 years later. So it's just like it would be really good as well to, yeah, just like to educate the teenage ones and the 20 year olds so about it, yeah, no? Because these are the ones who are so into social media and following as well the celebrities, and yeah, a bit insecure still in their lives with their choices and so on, and a bit more moldable, if you know what I mean, yeah, no?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it is very, very important to actually basically talk to our children and give them advice and raise that awareness that beauty comes from within. And no matter how much money you have, money does not define beauty. No matter what kind of a car you drive, you can have anything in the world, but if you don't believe that you are worthy, you are beautiful, then you're still gonna chase something. And when you chase something, there's something that you're chasing, then it's gonna lead to death, because there's been so many things. Like when I was doing some research, I was so shocked that how this, but this Brazilian booty, is actually easy. You can go to the gym and do like what you were saying, and do all different stuff. I've seen people who go to the gym, they're looking good. You don't have to pay. And when you look at them, you look at the celebrities, you look at somebody who goes to the gym, you look at the celebrities who have had a plastic surgery, and you look at even like normal person who has had plastic surgery, they look plastic. But the other person that goes to the gym, they look yummy because they are fresh, they are eating healthy, and they are doing exercises, and you can tell that the difference. So I think it's very, very important for people, like mostly women. We go through so much. When you have children, basically you give life to a child, and then after you give birth to a child, you feel that you are not good enough anymore. Your body, it doesn't feel the same, but your body can feel the same. I'm sure there's some creams that you can buy. I know what's that cosmetic, the ones that is popular, Avon. Avon, they actually have a cream that is maybe £20. It actually tightens your skin. I did use it when I gave birth to my daughter. After giving birth, it tightens your skin. Basically, when you apply it, you use it as an everyday cream. It basically takes your body back to where it was. It basically helps your skin to go back. And sometimes even the fat, it take away the fats as well, like on your tummy, because I couldn't go to the gym. I had a cesarean, but then I used it for the first weeks, and my tummy was actually going down, and I was like, what kind of a cream is this? But at the time, that was 2006. I think I bought it for £10. I didn't know what the cream was. My mother-in-law gave it to me, and she was like, because you like running, before you start going back football or running, you can use this cream. And it worked. I didn't pay £10,000. It really, really worked. So that I'm sure there are some things that you can actually use, natural products that you can use, and go to yoga and combining yoga, meditation, and just to bring your mindset together. Because if you, I was asking, my sister-in-law got married last month, and I was asking her, I was like, how exciting now? And I was like, now you guys are married and stuff. And she was like, no, sir, everything is exciting. We are married, but nothing really has changed. Everything is still the same because we loved each other before, and everything is still the same. And she was like, it's just we've made it formal, but if I can lie to you and say everything is changed, nothing has changed because we are already happy. And it made me realize that actually sometimes we want things and we think it's going to change us or it's going to do this, but it's not, it doesn't change. And I met somebody as well, because with a matchmaking introduction agency you meet different people, and someone as well did say that I've had the surgery, but I actually requested for the pictures, because the dating you have to have pictures, and she hesitated to actually give me some pictures, and I was like, what's going on? And she was like, I don't look the same like I did a few months ago. And I was like, what is wrong? And she was like, because I had a plastic surgery. So I was like, so why are you hesitating when I'm asking you to give me some pictures? Because you're still you. And she was like, because I'm not gonna look the same, and if I give you my old pictures, I don't have new pictures. So she pulled out her pictures. I can tell you, the person that did the surgery, they performed the surgery 100%, that you can't see but she couldn't see it, that you cannot see the difference between her before and the now, or even the nose, they look different, but he made sure that the plastic surgeon, he made sure that there's no different. I don't know how he did it. And I was like, I looked at the pictures and I was like, I don't see any different. I don't see the difference between you then, because you, and she tried to explain it. I was like, this surgeon is really, really, really good. He actually left her with her original image on her face. That's how he actually did the surgery. And I was like, I made her actually be aware that she doesn't need to be scared, because, and I was like, you look the same, although your nose have been constructed differently, but I cannot tell, because I think she took the picture, and the surgeon basically, because there are some people that, like, when they do the surgery, they don't want you to have a big different look like somebody else, but that man made her look like her, but her different, the skin and everything, it made it look perfect and like her, that you wouldn't tell that she's plastic. So that's how I was like, wow, this is amazing, this person knows what they are doing. And I think you do need to go to people like that they're gonna make you happy, and at the same time they will leave you look like you, not like plastic. So I know you have a meeting, Claudia, at 2:00. So do you have any words of encouragement? Like, being a woman is painful. We have to deal with men telling us we are not good enough. And then we have to deal with having children sometimes. And having children, more children, it can take confidence away from you. And what advice can you give somebody who feels that they're not enough?
I mean, obviously, as well, if the partner is telling us you are not beautiful enough, or why can't you be looking more a bit like her, and so on, and I can say this out of my own experience, just like, yeah, I would question actually if it's the right choice of partner, okay? But the thing is as well, if you have this partner in your life, on some level he's just magnifying that it might be the truth how you think or feel about yourself. So just like see if this is the reality and the truth, because in the end as well, if you feel good about yourself and you can accept you too, then you won't even attract at first point these type of people, or the partner is going to change as well, okay? Because the thing is as well, if you change inside, you might be surprised. You can keep the partner obviously as he tends to change as well if it's supposed to be together and everything, obviously. And then I do like the approach that we are always trying to be perfect something, the perfect blow dry, it's like the perfect everything. But like, what about you change it a bit in regards to being imperfectly perfect? I like this. Just like takes a bit the, how do you say, this stiffness out of it, because perfection, come on, let's be honest, doesn't exist. Yeah, doesn't exist at all. No one is perfect. It's all about learning on the way, and we do the learnings and we move on. So just like being imperfectly perfect. I just love this quote.
Yeah, I love that. To never ever basically be discouraged about who you are. For me, basically, I always say to people, if you didn't make me, you cannot define me. I am not going to be perfect. And I go running Monday to Friday. I do exercises, I go running. And one day I was at Desmond O'Connor's event. I'm busy doing my event and speaking. And when I'm finished, and Desmond O'Connor's photography, we are busy chatting. And he goes, "Excuse me, Noms, I need to ask you a question. Is something that is bothering people?" And I was like, "What is bothering people?" And he goes, "Is your body real?" And I was like, "What do you mean your body is real?" And he was like, "Your body looks like this." And I was like, my body is real. I've never had any plastic surgery. But what I can tell you is maybe it's because I've never looked at myself as a perfect person. I accept myself for who I am. I go running, and mainly when I go running is not to put on weight, for healthy reasons. So I stay healthy. But I never actually get obsessed with my body to say, look at me, or to say, I'm actually doing this. I want to look good, yes, of course. And then I explained to him, and I was like, we were all wondering. I was like, no, you don't have to ask your girlfriend to go and have a plastic surgery. I was like, my body is real. I was born like this. And I've had 2 children. And all my life, I've been into sports all my life. I played football before. When I left football, I do exercises. And I watch what I eat. And I also eat McDonald's. And I think having that mindset, it helps you to stay healthy as a person. Like when I look at yourself, when I look at you as Claudia, you are actually stunning. You're beautiful. You are a woman that every man will want to hang out with. You're gorgeous. But now the question is, do you feel that way? So if anyone is watching, for me, basically, I'll leave you with this. Just love yourself as you are. And if you're gonna do a plastic surgery, please do some research. We're not here to say, oh no, it's not good for you. Just do some research. Plan it. Finances, you can plan. Everywhere you go, there is a financial plan where you can plan with your the hospital to pay installment, so you can get the best that you want. So we are here Monday to Friday and Gossip Talk shows, and God bless you everyone. Live with grace. I know